Off Track, episode 37. We are getting deep into this series. Thank you, Deacon, for the boom. As you know by the title, we have like one of the most special people that we can possibly get in the studio here. An absolute pioneer. He's on my personal fixed gear Mount Rushmore. It is Arizona's finest, Steven Jensen. Woo!
A round of applause.
Steven Jensen, welcome to the studio. Thank you for being here. You are one of my childhood heroes, later turned friend. I'm so honored to have you here. For those who are living under a rock and don't know who you are, can you tell the people who you are and what your relationship to fixed gear is?
I mean, I used to ride fixed gear. I don't anymore, but I just rode, I guess, like a lot of kind of like street riding and more like technical stuff, I guess. I don't know.
That's fine. Let me fill in the gaps for everybody because Steven's way too humble to talk about himself. Steven is one of the best riders to ever touch a fixed gear bike. He is also incredible on a BMX bike. He's also one of the sweetest people that you can know, a gentle giant. Don't let his tattoos and tough exterior fool you. He's progressed the grind meta more than anybody ever could on fixed gear bikes. 26-inch Pioneer, Pegs Pioneer. You get the gist. Steven's a legend. I want to start, speaking of Pegs and BMX, I want to start with like, what was your status and relationship with BMX, and then how did you eventually transition to fixed gear?
Well, I guess I've always kind of rode BMX. That's like what me and my friends did growing up. I don't know. I started racing when I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. I only did that for a few years. I remember getting Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX for PlayStation. And I remember there was this video at the beginning where he like rides backwards. And I thought it was fake. I thought it was like the video being reversed. But when I was probably 11 or 12, I went to the skate park in Redmond, and I saw other people like riding backwards, and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta learn this."
So you grew up in Redmond, is that right?
Yeah, Redmond, Washington.
Were you born there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. When did you?
House until I was 21.
So you moved to Arizona at 21?
Yep.
Why the move?
My parents were getting rid of the house, and I needed somewhere to move to, and my buddy Francis was moving at the same time, so I just kind of went with him to Arizona.
So I've seen your first fixed gear edit, obviously, and it's a bunch, mostly track stands and some pole spins and stuff on like a conversion, I think. I
remember that.
What made you dabble with the fixed gear?
I think I had a really shitty car and I needed a bike to get downtown. But I mean, it also kind of just looked like fun. Me and my buddy took my mom and dad's old road bikes and fucking cut them apart and, made them into fixed gears. It just looked like a lot of fun, honestly.
More fun than BMX?
No, there was just the differences. Like, I don't know, I really liked doing pop-ups, and just being able to like have that back pedal was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I think you and I have shared this sentiment before, like the feeling of just doing like a one-hand wheelie on a regular fixed gear is like the best feeling ever.
Yeah, it really is.
Must be nice.
Yeah, you'll get there eventually, Pizza. You just don't lean back enough.
No, it's I got it. Once that Cortec V2 comes in, I'm right there with you guys. I got it.
Steven, can you give Pizza some wheelie tips? He can't do it yet.
Okay, I can wheel a little bit, all right? Relax, dude.
Use your legs, not your arms.
Okay, that I respect that. I'll take that one into consideration for sure.
Everyone always tries to pull up on the front wheel, but you don't do that. You just kind of sit back and use your feet to pull it up.
Okay.
From the master himself.
All right, well, there you go.
You gotta listen
I
to
gotta
him.
get my Cortec out soon. I gotta bring that bitch out.
When you were riding BMX, Steven, were you a sponsored rider? I always forget because I know you were fucking good.
No, I was never sponsored for BMX.
Did you have aspirations to? Because I feel like you could have.
Yeah, that's like definitely what I wanted to do when I was growing up. Me and my friends were constantly making BMX videos and whatnot. I think I was sponsored actually by a bike shop, like a local bike shop for a little bit, but I got like tubes and stuff.
That's something.
Use their tools, but it wasn't nothing like the fixed gear.
Yeah, because you touched the fixed gear and like, were you riding with fixed gear people, or you just found a bike and posted videos?
Me and my friend Alex Royal, we got fixed gears around the same time. They were conversions, and we were just kind of doing our own thing. I remember we watched Macaframa. We got Macaframa to learn how to skid, and could not figure it out from watching the videos.
That's so
But
funny.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Were you? So, and then you have obviously eventually learned how to skid.
yeah.
Did you? Was the first thing you ever put out like successful? Like, did you get a lot of, I guess, eyes on you when you started posting videos at first?
I can't really remember if it was the first one or the second one or the third one, but I know it was on. I think it was a bruiser frame.
Purple.
I can't remember who made that one, but I think that was the first video that Zlog had posted, and that's where like it got quite a bit of attention, I guess.
That checks out because I did a podcast with Zach last year, and he claims that he was the first one to discover you.
That could be right.
And then he was your first sponsor, because I know you're sponsored by Zlog.
Yeah. I actually still wear one of the hats that I have from him.
That's so sick. That's so
Nice.
sick. To survive this long.
I have like I don't know, like 50 hats, and a bunch of them are just like old fixed gear hats. A lot of them are like signed by fixed gear dudes, and
That's
That's
sick.
so sick.
no, I still wear the Zlog one sometimes.
Do you have any like fixed gear collection of sorts, or did you get rid of it all?
No, I've got like 6 or 7 completes,
Holy shit.
and then I still have like a bucket full of parts, and I have all my old frames too. I've got like 6 or 7, maybe 8
Dude.
frames.
What the hell?
Hell yeah.
Wait, so
okay.
All the frames except for one though have just been out in the weather, just rusted.
Nice.
Are they broken already?
No, one of the frames I remember I like bent at an angle so I could smith this entire rail.
And stay
And that
strapped.
was
like
up-
I think
fucked
I
up
heard
in
about
the
this
end.
story.
And then the frame that I rode when I was in Thailand, I still have that. That's the one that I'm like keeping like semi nice because I want to hang it up somewhere someday. I don't know.
Yeah, that's that brown one, right?
Yeah, it was like supposed to be the color of like a 40.
Wait, so what completes do you have? I didn't know you had 6 or 7 bikes built.
I have a Leader TRK. It's a trick track.
Oh shit.
I've got a State trick track. I've got my Break 17 track bike. I've got a Fuji Track Pro. I have my Fixed Gear Freestyle. I think it's a Capone.
Wow.
And then I have my BMX. I have an Unknown trick track.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
And I think I have another 29er that I don't know what it is.
Whoa.
But all I need actually for that is a spindle.
Wow.
That's
It's
easy.
it's been like finished except for a spindle for like a decade.
That's crazy.
Wait, did you ride for Capone?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I remember you rode for Anthem, and yeah, maybe then Capone. That probably sounds right.
I honestly don't. I don't remember.
That's okay. That's why the archive exists.
That's right. Going back to like your history, do you remember like your first experience with like the community of like what like the very small niche growing community at Fixie? Like, because I know you said it was just you and your buddy, right? Before you
Yeah.
met. Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
remember like your first experience?
We had gone to Future Tents, which was one of the rides in Seattle that Zlog put on. And I remember there was like a little trick thing at the end, and it was like 10 or 15 people. And I remember Tyler Johnson being there, and I remember Keo being there.
Wow.
And that was like the first one that I can remember where it was just so welcoming, and I don't know, it was just badass. Like the other people were, riding bikes. And, I don't know, it was a lot of fun.
Were you as your first time joining them, were they like, what was the skill disparity between you and them at that point? Like, were you already kind of caught up to them with the tricks you were doing, or were you looking at them as like, wow, I wish I could like do what they're doing?
I think it was pretty similar. Like it was like hop bar spins and.
Oh yeah, that's all stuff that has just come super natural to you, I'm sure.
It was like wheelie, like put your foot down and spin around, and
Yeah.
Keo spins and shit like that. It was pretty like, I don't know, still like a lot of like trick track kind of stuff for the first time meeting those dudes.
Damn. I wonder what bike Tyler would have been on, like a blue TRK or something.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's a very small detail. I don't expect you to remember that one.
We should know. You should know, J-Mo. You're the encyclopedia.
Well,
man. What are you
if
doing?
I had a year and a date, I could figure it out.
Okay.
So when you were watching like Macaframa to learn how to skid, did you like the video or?
Oh, I fucking love Macaframa. I don't think I've seen it for a few years. I know I still have like 2 or 3 copies of it. I actually hit up Colby this was a few years back when I just was kind of like reminiscing and I wanted to watch it, and he actually sent me a few. But
Oh, sick.
yeah,
We put it on YouTube if you ever want to watch it there.
oh badass, yeah. That's cool. I love Macaframa, and I have it as one of my playlists too. Like I put the songs on Spotify.
Yeah, the soundtrack is iconic.
Yeah, it's super nostalgic.
Were there any other videos at the time that kind of caught your eye?
There was one that I think Congo was in, but I can't remember what it was called.
Revoked, perhaps? Chris Fonseca video?
Possibly. I remember he jumped the stair set in it, like a big stair set.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the video or anything.
It was probably Revoked. Congo was also in Death Pedal 2, but I don't think he jumped too many big stairs in that one. So probably Revoked. That's cool.
I have like all of these fucking DVDs. I should probably check them out again sometime.
Dude, they are all online now in case you want to watch them without actually plugging in a DVD player.
Okay.
But I know you don't actually have a computer to watch.
Well, I got my PS5 that we watch DVDs and stuff on.
Oh, nice. So either way, that works. I didn't know you had all the DVDs too. That's cool. I don't know why.
Plum make me a copy of Threadwell on DVD like when it was coming out. So I was
Damn.
like, I have a fucking hard copy.
You're the only one who has a hard copy of that.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's incredible.
Well, you really do have you have your own little collection. We thought it was just Jacob Ruff, Kareem, and Cole, but damn, you got your own little collection too. That's a museum in itself. Okay.
I have like a tub of parts that I have like a tub of parts that I tried to like sell over the years, and then I have like extra stuff that I'm just like, I'm holding on to this shit.
For sure.
But,
That's so sick.
Wow.
Everyone kind of has their own like
Yeah.
little, like you, Jacob, other Jacob, all them just have like their own little museum of stuff that's just like,
Yeah.
it's-
Everyone's got their own things that they find valuable and want to keep too. Like for me, I have like no nostalgia towards like bomb track stuff, so I like don't care about getting rid of that. But then like a lot of people are looking, look for bomb track stuff to collect and keep. So
I remember hubs were always hard to find, or like somewhat hard to
they
find.
were at one point, yeah.
And like I don't even ride anymore, but like I still have a set of, I think they're spike hubs and a set of ring hubs that are just like
Brand new,
set aside for like if I ever need
just in
them for
case.
some reason.
So
Yeah, it's like,
since we're there, we're gonna skip past a lot of shit real quick. We'll go back to it, but like, why don't you ride? You have all this stuff ready to go. Like, why not just pick it up sometimes?
definitely a loss of motivation being one of them. But I have a bad knee. I tore the MCL in my right knee. I think that's what's called, MCL. I tore that when I was like 17, and I never got it fixed.
Oh,
so
shit.
like
nice.
it just, it hurt the entire time I was riding before, but it's just,
It got worse.
I don't know.
You got knee pain?
Not really worse. It's just like that on top of just loss of motivation, I guess. Kind of.
Yeah.
Being by yourself out there with no one else to do it. Yeah, just being able to, I'm sure that's definitely a big factor too.
When all the other guys moved out towards you, Elliot, Matt, and that whole crew, were you riding with them a lot, or were you kind of already falling off around then?
I remember there was definitely a bunch of times that we would all like ride around town together, or Matt was always like taking us out to spots like all over, but there was a lot of times where they would just go out by themselves as well, and I would just kind of stick around doing my own thing.
The community, there's a lot of requests to have Steven Jensen ride a bike again. So in case you wanted to ever use that as a little bit of motivation, like even if you just went outside, did a bunny hop bar spin or something, like people would freak out, dude.
There was a while ago that like on Wednesdays we were trying to get out. Me and my girlfriend were trying to get out. Fiance.
Ooh, congrats by the way. Saw that. Congrats.
I gotta get into that habit.
I corrected him via text too.
Yeah. But yeah, we're trying to get out on Wednesdays and kind of cruise around the block or whatever. She's got like a beach cruiser, and I've been going out on my BMX. But we stopped doing that once summer hit.
Hmm.
And then it's cooled down over the last few weeks, but we just haven't really done it again since. But
dude, take the track bike out next time.
Time to break them out, man.
I'll try and take one of my track bikes out on the next few.
Dude, that'd be.
They're currently stuffed in a shed right now.
At least you have space for it.
It's true.
And didn't like there's certain people like Tyler Johnson who just like sold everything, and almost kept nothing, and
No shade.
It's not shade, it's a fact. And they Tyler wishes he was able to keep stuff, but he had to sell it at the time.
About selling stuff all the time, but I just know that like if I were to sell it, I would instantly regret it, and I wouldn't get anywhere near the price that I would want for the stuff. Anyways, like
just not worth it.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Like if I were to, want to get one of those bikes back, it would cost me so much money to get it back, and then like in parts and whatnot. Yeah, there's definitely some bikes that I got rid of over the years that I wish I still had.
Any ones in particular that come to mind?
I had a purple V3 cutter, I think.
That's a rare one.
Damn.
I know that they didn't make many, but I had the matching purple H Plus Suns.
Oh shit!
I sold it. I sold it to I-D for like, I don't know, $200 or $300.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
Criminal.
I sold it as a complete, and it was just because I needed rent, and it's like $200 or $300, like, you know, like fucking I would spend right now to have that bike back, you know.
Yeah,
Or like I had a raw cutter as well that
Damn.
I wish I held on to, but
Did you buy these cutters or did you get them from Volume?
I got them from Volume when I was like still riding for them.
Wow.
So with that, we should
Yeah.
bring it back. Your
Perfect
first
transition.
First actual sponsors after Zolog, it was Volume, correct? That was one of your first big sponsors, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. How did they kind of, did you like reach out to them or they came out through you?
I
Like
absolutely reached out to them.
Nice.
I reached out to a bunch of people.
Nice. Tell like
But-
Matt did little sponsor me videos and everything. That's sick.
Yeah.
Did you get any rejections from people?
I can't remember, but I do know that I got like accepted from a few people, and then when I heard back from Volume, I like turned down the other person,
That's cool.
and I think they were a little upset about that. But I was like, dude, it's Volume. Like they are a BMX company. They know how to fucking build shit. You know, like
Yeah.
they got the.
That's good. At least like they didn't say no and then went on to watch Steven Jensen become Steven Jensen.
That's true.
That would have been imagine being the people who said, "Nah, we're good."
Damn.
I talk to Tom Mosher sometimes, and he not sometimes, he's like my really close friend now, and I'm on the phone all the time, and
I think he was one of my first sponsors with Why Not,
yeah,
right? He did, yeah.
that's right.
So yeah, I think he was actually one of the first ones, but I can't 100% remember. I just remember he was like, you know, one of the first.
Yeah, he was probably up there for you, I assume, based on like logos I would see in your videos. But Tom and Why Not said no to me when I sent in a sponsor letter, and then Tom like years later, like now still will tell me like, dude, I regret not sponsoring you so much.
That's funny.
So you get on Volume and you're riding the good old Thrasher, and you make one of the most famous edits to ever come out, the Thrasher edit, with the iconic red wheels, raw and purple frame, white trickster bars.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
What a good bike. I watched that like when I was just getting into the freestyle side of things, because I was like a track bike kid, and then I like found the trick stuff. That was I had to watch that video like 30 times before I even got a trick bike. And then I got a cutter. I was like, Volume is the shit. It worked. The marketing worked. Was Volume paying you at the time, or was it just parts?
No, it was just parts.
You eventually went on to ride a Vandal. Were you involved with the designing of that?
No.
What?
Everyone thinks that was like my custom, and I still get asked like every once in a while like where to get them, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. That wasn't my bike. But yeah.
That's
because that's like the question of the century.
That's
the
nuts.
question of like, because like we all knew like what you had the prototype. You and
Him and Tom
had the prototype, right? They was like how they were now back then, and then when the production came out, it was just
it was a tiny frame.
yeah, like it just so like it was always like a thing of like what happened, because it should have been a great frame. So you know. We thought
Well, did you like the Vandal?
I liked it. I remember the head tube was really slashed.
So bad.
But I mean, I feel like if they just steepened it up a little bit, it would have been like just what I remember is like, you know, as being a pretty like modern fixed gear freestyle bike. Like,
yeah, it would have been.
I mean, fuck, I don't know though. I'm
Right.
sure the bike changed even more. I remember it wasn't far off at the time to being like a good geo for fixed gear freestyle. Or
Damn.
Yeah, it was just like a little bit of head tube away from being a bit better. But I mean, you know what a modern frame is like. The Capone and Anthems are like close enough.
Yeah.
So, did you enjoy the Thrasher while you were riding it?
Yeah, it was like I didn't know anything else at the time other than trick track frames, and the Thrasher was when I was finally able to put some like larger tires on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still have that bruiser?
No, I don't.
Hey, cat.
Oh, is it cat balls? Holy shit. Hell yeah.
Wow. That was a great view.
Good day, good day, good day.
Dude,
This is Wemo.
that's Wimo?
Wemo.
Wemo.
Yeah, feeble Smith ball.
How long have you
Yeah.
had Wemo?
18 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
What?
His 18th birthday was on October 15th.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I've met Wemo.
You definitely have.
I stayed at your house at one point and I was allergic to cats, but I didn't care. Like, is it he or she? He was cuddling up with me while I was sleeping, and it was the first time that I actually was like, "Oh, I kind of like cats." He was so sweet. So the Thrasher, it's all you know, and you finally get some bigger tires and just a better bike overall. You also got H Plus Sun as a sponsor around that same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a lot of flat tires on the Eros?
No, I remember everyone saying they had the problem with the tires rolling off, but I never had that problem.
So it happens when you land cleaner than everyone else.
Yeah, you just have to land. Right.
It's I get it now because like I'll ride Eros on like my trick track bike and never get flats from it. But like back then when I rode an Eero, like I was getting flats all the time and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these rims? But it was a skill issue. It was my fault.
True. That's very true.
When you switched to 26s, did you have any opinions about that? Did you like 700s or 26s?
I mean, at the time, I definitely liked 26s more, just because it was a lot sturdier and a lot more bar spin clearance, bigger tires, like all, it checked everything off. I was 26 right away.
Yeah, so you had no like 700C don't limit me kind of feelings.
No.
Closer to BMX background, and the smaller tires for sure. I'm sure, like just felt more compact. BMX.
And then I know that the first whip that you documented was on the Thrasher with 26s. Mm-hmm. Were you leading up to that? Like, did you ever try it on 700s? What came? How did it come about?
I almost did a downside whip on the bruiser frame when it was 700s. I had one of those first edits that I put out. God, I'm trying to think of the clip or even the edit, but I know that I was doing like foot jam whips on it, or at least trying. But I remember trying to do downside whips, and I almost got it.
Were those attempts on camera?
Shit, I'm sure I could find them, but I don't know if they're like online.
Right. Oh, that'd be sick. I think it was. You're probably talking about your February Sweetness edit.
It could have been that one. But yeah, there was this little like bank at this spot in Kirkland, Washington, and it was like behind a baseball field or whatever. But there was this little bank, and I was trying to go up it and do like a little downside whip and come down. And I kept getting my foot on the top tube, but I could never find my other foot on the crank. It was going to be a top hander, so like the top tube was way up there. But like, I mean, that one was almost my first. I just could never get it.
And then, did you try it on the Thrasher with 700s at all? Or how long did the Thrasher with 700s era even last? How quickly did you switch to 26?
I don't know if I did 700s on the Thrasher, but
you did.
Maybe it was. I did.
It was the red rims.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Oh, okay. I don't really remember then. I don't know how long that was. It's so long ago that I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like 14 years ago.
Yeah, you're good.
Which is really nuts. you kind of did an unprecedented thing and you left Resist for Sadio.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about? What riding for volume, leaving Resist and going to Sadio is kind of nuts.
Well, volume, because I was talking to Brian Castillo, however you pronounce
Thanks,
his name.
Castillo.
I was talking to him, and he was okay with me still riding for volume and not riding for Resist, and switching over to Sadio because Sadio was going to offer me like signature bars, and I just I don't know. I thought that was fucking cool. I wanted signature bars at the time.
Fuck yeah, as you should. Hell yeah, I'm sure anyone would.
Did
I
volume?
still got a few of those laying around.
Yeah, that's the stray bars, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did volume or Resist never offer you any kind of signature thing?
No, I don't think so.
So during this time, like fixed gear kind of becomes your full thing. Are you still riding BMX at all?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I brought my BMX with me. A lot of the time, I just wouldn't film it, or I'd be filming for something. But yeah, I definitely put out a lot more stuff on fixed gear, but I was still riding both.
So was like your heart with BMX, but you're finding success with fixed gear? Did you just genuinely like both very equally?
I definitely liked both. I don't know.
Nice.
I liked the stuff that fixed gear could offer.
Yeah,
I would definitely say, like now, like if I were to choose between the bikes, it would be BMX and Trick Track, and those would be my top two choices, and then like fixed gear freestyle would be like third choice.
At this time, like you've got all these sponsors, you're putting out all these videos, you're getting tons of views on your videos, and you're one of the, if not the biggest name in fixed gear. How are you making money at the time and making a living?
I wasn't making much, but I know that us versus them paid me, and Sadio paid me depending on like how many edits I put out. I think it was Sadio would pay me for how much edits I would put out. It wasn't a lot of money that I was making, like that's for sure. But
so your income was solely from fixed gear. You didn't have any other jobs.
I would like make little like spray painting things and try and sell that, but like yeah, at the time it was just riding bikes, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And then near the end of me like riding for us versus them and still getting paid, I had a job at State Bicycle.
Does State still have a physical location over there?
I think so. I haven't been over there for like 10 years though.
Damn.
Yeah, I think they still have like an actual warehouse out here though. I
know that, historically you're not like a competition rider really. Why is that?
I don't know. There's a lot of pressure there, I guess. Also, everything that I do takes me a million tries. So
yeah, I felt that. I fucking felt that.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it should work out because it's like I'm really techie and like the ledges and the rails and stairs and whatnot. But when it comes to like doing the competition, it just doesn't. I don't know. It just takes me forever to land stuff, I guess. I remember one of those years at the Red Bull riding style. My whole run was trying to do a fucking hop whip. Couldn't do it. Went back up, tried a hop whip. And then I finally like landed it and I was like, all right, I'm going to try the switch feeble to truck. And I don't even know if I did that or not. I remember trying the hop whip the whole time.
You did land the feeble truck.
Okay.
And there's only one video I found that filmed it. Like no one else filmed it, which is so annoying. But there's one. Yeah. It exists. The City Grounds video from it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to find that one.
You did win, or not win. You got second place at a Summer Fix though. which I think, according to my research, was the only time you actually placed in a competition.
Could be. I don't remember placing in the competition, but could be.
You won a Seafoam green leader frame.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I remember that bike too.
You kept
I
it?
built. I had it for a few years. Yeah.
Oh, sick. That one worked out. What were you just feeling it that day? Do you remember?
I guess that was the one on like the Venice boardwalk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That makes sense because it was like smaller ramps and more just like little rails and stuff. And I remember just doing like hang nothings and backwards wheelies around the outside. And I think that was what got,
Yeah.
got some attention for that. I don't know if I did any like whips or anything though, but
You landed one. You landed.
maybe.
Oh.
I love that you know this stuff.
Here's the thing.
Encyclopedia for a reason.
I was while everything was, first of all, I was there. That was my first competition I ever went to. It was Summer Fix 2. So I witnessed your greatness.
I remember Skype calling you before it happened. I was like fucking, I don't know. We were like young.
Yeah. I was 16 or 17 at the time. I was like, because Facebook, you could just call people and
Yeah.
like we would just like, I remember me and like Gabe Winnower and some of those guys would just like randomly try to call like Fixie pros and see if they would pick up.
Yeah, I probably did.
You did pick up, but I didn't really like meet you because I was like young and on a cutter and like I didn't really know many people there and I was intimidated, but I did watch you fucking crush. I think the only person who placed ahead of you in that competition was Boothby. So the us versus them team was pretty big at the time. It was like you, Boothby, Gus, like all the best riders at the time were on us versus them. How did that come about? Do you know why they got involved in fixed gear freestyle?
Not 100% sure. I know that Zane was into it.
Yeah, he might have been the sole reason, actually.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know. I just remember Zane was really into it, and he was the one that was pushing all the filming and everything for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zane put out a lot of good stuff for us versus them and his stuff in general. How'd you link up with Zane? I feel like you and him became like a pretty like dynamic filming duo.
Zane, the days filming with Zane was badass because like I swear it was every single month or every few like weeks. It was like, all right, coming to Phoenix or going to California or fucking wherever, and up to Seattle or just wherever we were going. There was just there was a while where it was like every few months that we were just like together filming. We were we hung out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Definitely badass.
And then around like 2013 era too, I started to join you a little bit on some of those, and I feel like because Zane also like started to film with me a lot, and it was so cool to just like have him take us at all these cool places.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Can't fool the youth days.
Yeah, Can't Fool the Youth. You had an amazing section for Can't Fool the Youth 1. It was you, Boothby, and Gus had the main sections of that video. And you were on your SKYLMT. Oh, let's talk about SKYLMT. Okay.
Here we go.
So you were one of SKYLMT's main dudes. It was like Tyler and then you, in my opinion. And you, what was that?
Do?
Oh yeah, and do. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot. There's like Matt Spencer also got on SKYLMT, and Gus too, I think, eventually. But you had a signature frame that you were supposed to get through them. What happened?
4 of them.
4 of them?
Holy shit.
3 or 4 of them, yeah.
Do you know what happened to that? Like, because it never really came to actual production.
So the person that we went through to have the frames made, fuck, I can't remember his name, but we
Brad?
went to some, huh?
Was it Brad?
I honestly, I don't remember. I don't want to like say the wrong name and then like call someone
Yeah, yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I remember like I had drawn on paper like the geo and everything that I had wanted, and we sent it over to the builder, and the guy that actually made it like had problems with the company he was like working for, went somewhere else, and he took our design and said it was his. So then when we came out with our SKYLMT frame, he tried to sue us, like me and Colby and SKYLMT. So that's like pretty much what put it under.
Damn. So
Because he had like the blueprints drawn up, like, you know, all like official, and mine was like on paper. So it's like, who the fuck are you gonna believe? But yeah, I remember.
interesting. So that was for your frame, because I also know there's a Tyler like SL1 frame. I don't know if you remember that.
I think so. Because he was on SKYLMT before I was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe skyscraper bars too. How'd you like was your frame design like perfect? Would you still consider that like your favorite geo? What was your favorite bike that you've had?
It was my last SKYLMT frame. There was the first prototype one that I got that didn't have the seat post attached, like the pivotal. That one was good, and then the second prototype had the seat post attached, but it was like a slightly taller top tube, and I was like, all right, this is the one. Let's put this one into production. And then when he came out with the production one, the seat post and the top tube was way too tall. Like something got messed up in the numbers or something.
Oh damn.
So it was like after that one, it was the fourth one that ended up being like the perfect frame. But that's when everything kind of like stopped. So yeah, I have four SKYLMT frames.
Did you have a favorite bike looks wise?
Definitely the one that I went to Thailand with,
Yeah.
like that kind of goldish brown color. I wanted it to look like a 40.
That's so
I fucking
sick.
drank a lot at the time, and I thought 40s were the coolest fucking thing. So
It was a really cool looking bike too. Talk about that a little bit. I know that you're how many days sober now?
Sadio, hey, fucking cats are biting. A little over 2 years sober.
Congrats.
Wow.
2 years.
What's that journey been like?
The first month or so was fucking rough. I mean, I was a fucking alcoholic, you know. I don't know. I drank like pretty much from when I woke up until I went to bed. So
Wow.
I did that for like years. So yeah, like quitting initially was really fucking hard. But you know, I had a lot of things that I was like working on to keep me busy, and started like saving for a house and shit, and just put my mind elsewhere. And then after a little while, it just kind of, you know, went away. Like I don't even think about it. I'm drinking a non-alcoholic coffee beer.
That's sick.
But,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any other outlets that replaced that vice?
No, not really. I fucking feel kind of like a crackhead now. I constantly have to be doing something. Like I'm like really like I just feel like active and like awake, and like I gotta be constantly doing shit now.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
like,
you feel like sorry, do you feel like you put that in your knife? Kind of good transition here. Do you feel like you kind of put that into your knives that you started making? Like all that moment.
somewhat. Like I definitely I work a lot more now,
Yeah.
for sure. But I also, like when I'm not working, I still just feel like I got to be busy with something, or I got to be doing something. It's like it's harder for me to like just relax, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel a hell of a lot better than when I was drinking. So
Yeah, man. Definitely.
it's definitely a good trade off. That's for sure.
That's good to hear, man.
That's incredible.
Congrats again.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you because I knew that about you, and
Thank you.
just always hope
Yeah,
for the best.
Fucking getting ready for that Woodward trip that we went on, and like all the things, like I was just like, dude, I was drinking the whole fucking time, and like
Wow.
filming with like Matt Spencer and shit for all those videos too. I was like, dude, I gotta fucking drink. Like,
Yeah.
getting all like, I can't ride. I gotta fucking drink, and then like I'd be fine and go ride my bike. But it was rough.
That's the craziest
I'm
thing.
back.
It doesn't say like it says mute soundboard. It doesn't say that they aren't muted, but I still can't hear them. So I don't know why I can't hear your soundboards anymore.
You can't hear his soundboard?
No, I can't hear your soundboards.
Money.
Money.
In 2014, Steven, myself, Combs, Devon, and Boothby and Zane all go to Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand. What was that?
And JD.
And JD. Fuck, that's right. He was there. And
And Combs.
I said Combs, but that's okay. You
Okay,
were...
sorry, my bad. Sorry. Sorry.
And JD, yeah. We all go to Thailand. Do you remember... how much of that do you remember, Steven?
Going to Thailand?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember most of it. I don't remember the flight very much.
That's what I want to talk about, the flight. So there's footage that exists of the pre-game before the flight, and you were fucking terrified, dude. Like,
Yeah.
So is that still a thing? Are you still afraid of flying?
Definitely.
Do you push through it, or do you just not do it?
I don't deal with flying very well. I mean, I haven't flown very much since I stopped drinking, but yeah, I don't deal with it very well.
Is there any reason for it?
I don't like not being like in control of like the situation. Like, so just sitting back and being like strapped into a plane, it terrifies me. I don't know.
Do you get any claustrophobia or anything too? Because it is fucking packed.
Really, no.
Just purely the lack of control. Damn.
Yeah, just being in a plane, I don't know. My mind races of like all the fucking awful plane scenes I've seen in like movies and shit. Like,
Dude.
Oh no.
it's just like in like a fucking replay mode in my head. Yeah, I don't like flying.
Any crazy stories?
One of the greatest fucking times, dude.
I
loved that.
It was such a good time. You and I got closer there. Do you actually remember the first time we met? Because I do.
Not really. I mean, maybe if you remind me.
All right, so it's Red Bull Ride Style 2013 weekend. You're staying with Mr. Slumworm, and I also stay with Mr. Slumworm, and
That
that was the first time we met, 2013.
I thought we met at the Summer Fix.
Well, I was there. We didn't really meet though.
Okay.
And I am 17 years old, never had a drop of alcohol in my life, and then Steven Jensen offers me Colt 45 malt liquor.
Oh,
My man.
And
My man.
and
was it a 40? Was it a 40?
it was a 40. And
My man.
Steven,
Sorry.
when Steven Jensen offers you a drink of something, you say yes. So
It's so awful.
it's okay, but don't feel awful, because that may be the reason that I never started drinking, because that was fucking gross.
Yeah.
It was so gross, dude. I still don't drink.
Dude, I love it. I fucking. Oh. I miss 40s a lot.
Damn.
I mean, not so much anymore, but like that was my go-to for a while.
Yeah, that I just really wanted the people to know that Steven Jensen fed 17-year-old J-Ball Colt 45.
He was a victim.
Even that's why he's so good, though. That's why he's so good. You have to think about it from the other perspective. Is like, imagine how much better, it's like how much better he got because he was Edge versus him drinking and then not getting as good.
I'm probably a better bike rider because of it.
Yeah, what if I gave you something super fucking delicious?
That's true, huh? Ooh.
Mike's hard. You hand J-Ball Mike's hard, and he's just a changed man. He like quits riding.
Yeah,
J-Ball,
right.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's okay. It's a positive memory.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. When I walked into Slum's house for the first time, keep in mind I didn't really at this point I hadn't met a lot of fixed gear pros, quote unquote pros, and I'm I walk into Slumworm's, Matt Reyes himself house, and then Steven Jensen is asleep on the couch. Chris Fonseca is hanging out there. I'm all these people that I've seen on so many videos, all these people that I looked up to are just in one apartment, and I'm holy shit. Steven Jensen's asleep on the couch. Do I wake him up and say hi? But I did not. I waited for you to wake up, and yeah, that was an incredible trip. That was my first time to SF. Anyways, I just want to say thank you for that, Steven.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm sorry.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry. Okay, so while we're kind of on the topic of more of your lifestyle rather than bikes, I want to ask about your tattoos and the stretched ears, because from a normie's perspective, it's a pretty radical decision to make. What inclined you to kind of go that route?
I got my first tattoo on my 15th birthday, and it was a gift from my uncle who tattoos. It was on my back, and it's actually now covered up, but I never really stopped getting tattooed. I guess, I got tattooed my 15th birthday, 16th birthday, and then probably around my 17th is when I started getting more, more often. And I don't know. I've been stretching my ears since I was 14 years old. My buddy Ian had them done, and I was like, hey, that's cool. I want to fucking do that. And now I look like an idiot. So
no, you don't. You look cool as fuck, and I'm not kidding at all.
No, I really like how it looks, I guess. I still work on my ears all the time. I'm still gonna go bigger. So
wow,
really,
it's just a weird thing that I guess I do, and I don't know. I don't really know. I don't see myself stopping. So yeah,
nice. I hope you didn't take any offense to my question either.
Not at all.
Good.
Not at all.
I'm glad. So my mom still talks about you.
Yeah.
Because at one point, for the people, around the time when we were filming with Zane a lot, there was a lot of nights that ended up with Steven, Boothby, and all these people having dinner at my parents' house for some reason.
I remember that.
And my mom, and my dad still too remembers, is I always remember Steven. He looked so hardcore, but he was just the sweetest guy ever. My mom was obsessed with you. She's still oh, his hair was so cool. And yeah, it's just.
That was when I had that honeycomb monster. Remember that dude from the commercials?
Yeah.
The little honeycomb dude that his hair was all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what inspired that haircut. I think it just continuously it just got shittier and shittier, and I was just I'm gonna rock it. And my hair was yeah, it was gross.
You've gone through a lot of kind of style shifts a bit. Kind of a lot. The signature Steven thing was always the hat, back, to the side on the back of your head.
I remember these kids in San Jose, they were asking me about it, and then someone asked how I wear my hat, so I told them, and then I realized that there was 10 or 15 kids all watching, and doing the same thing. Like it was like
so sick.
how to wear a hat, like
Tutorial.
So, like it was so funny. Like I just remember that happening. I was like, what is actually happening? This is weird. But yeah,
Do you understand the like pull and reach and start level you had in fixed gear? Did you feel it? Like, did you feel like a mini celebrity?
for a while, yeah. I mean, it also hit me when I was in San Jose. Like some kid came up and like asked for my autograph, and like I could see that the kid was like hyped, but like inside I was way more hyped. I was like, holy fucking shit, that just happened. Like I signed a fucking autograph, and it was like unreal to me. Like he might remember that, he might not. I have no idea, but I'm gonna fucking remember that for the rest of my life. Like that was cool. I don't know who it was. It was at that little Cesar Chavez, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, the 3 block
little plaza in San Jose.
Yeah, I remember that. That was their spot.
Yeah, that spot's fun.
Dude, in Thailand too, I felt like a fucking celebrity there.
Yeah.
That was insane. We literally had an autograph booth.
We did. It was sick.
And all the like 50 Thai kids, I swear, like came around and like we autographed these like little pictures of us.
When I went to China the year before, I went on that trip alone, and I remember getting to the airport, and like I didn't have my bike or anything, but when I got picked up, there was literally like kids there, like fucking waiting to like for me to like sign, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
wow,
so weird. Yeah, it was such a strange time.
What made you go out to Shanghai?
I was supposed to judge I think it was a BMX / fixed gear event at this park called My Park. It was kind of like a Woodward camp, but I don't think it lasted. I don't think the park lasted very long.
R.I.P.
But yeah, I went out there to judge an event, but I also like had like a little demo in the event. And then later on, they did like a bunny hop contest that I was in. I don't know. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember you had that Shanghai edit that came out. It was like a 2-day edit or something. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, not a ton of footage, or I guess there was a whole edit that came out. But I also remember seeing a clip of you like riding some indoor park, like some real tight transition thing.
That's the My Park. That was supposed to be like. Yeah, where they were doing a skate park. They had like a half pipe and shit, and like little park section and a street section.
Was there a scene out there, like fixed gear freestyle?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh damn!
They had like definite like fixed gear shops.
Wow.
Like skate shops, but it was just like fixed gear, BMX stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's rare these days, or it was rare then even. Like,
yeah,
I-D existed, and City Grounds was barely holding on by a thread. Well, I want to talk a little bit about like your, I guess, mentality while you were really pushing like your riding, because you were pushing like so many boundaries were breaking with your tail whips, your grind tricks, everything tech. You were doing truck drivers, feeble truck. What was your mentality with everything? Were you trying to push the limits, or was it just like a you versus you kind of thing?
Yeah, I think I was just trying stuff that I would do on BMX. I think I was just trying to like, swap it over to the fixed gear. There was a lot more. I mean, each bike had its different options, but like being able to backpedal, it just changed a lot of things. So there was just like tricks that I would have in my head, and I would be like, oh, let me try this on fixed gear to see if it would work out. But I feel like a lot of the BMX stuff just kind of transferred over. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know know if I answered the question.
That's
I just-
okay.
know.
I don't think my question was very good, to be honest. But
No.
I always wanted to know this from you, Steven, from your mouth. I've always been infatuated, like watching all the videos. It's like, just like J-Ball, it's like I've always been like a huge fan of your riding and stuff. And I feel like you kind of brought all of us into doing grinds on our bikes, right? Like, it's like that Thrasher video is so iconic, and it's just like you're doing stuff that we never even thought was possible on a fixed gear.
Feeble Smith switch bars in 2010 is fucked up, dude.
And I just have this like ethereal memory burned in my head of you doing a Smith grind on a handrail, and it's just like, it's like I just want to know from you, what in your opinion is the coolest grind to do on a fixed gear bike? It's like what was your favorite? It's like, do you have a good memory of that or anything?
I mean, Smith grind's probably one of my favorite grinds. Just because you can't do it for very long. You kind of have to like time it. Ice picks, but I was never very good at those. Like when someone can like lock in an ice pick and like hold that's like probably one of the coolest grinds. And then except double pegs. I don't know.
Ooh,
Like those.
I love except double pegs, dude. You did an except double peg to bar out so early in that why not signature strap set hit.
Yeah,
so ahead of your time.
fucking Edwin De La Rosa did that on BMX like years ago on those rails that kind of like curve up and then curve back down. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But he did that years ago. I think it was in the Etnies BMX video, Etnies Forward. And I remember when he did that, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. And like I went and tried it on my BMX and I could do it. And I mean, just doing that out of an XF grind, like it just makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just right there.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally easy.
If you can do an XF grind, you can do an XF grind bar. I feel like.
I agree. I agree.
No, I just got to be able to do the X-up grind first. And then
It's not as hard as you think. That's like the one trick Steven can do that I can do.
Okay.
And XF grind is really easy to do from feeble because you can just feeble and then turn your bars down to XF grind. There you go.
Get on that pizza.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it.
So were your inspirations mostly coming from BMX, or did anybody in fixed gear like push you?
Definitely BMX.
Yeah.
Definitely BMX. Yeah, definitely BMX, I would say.
Edwin.
Who's your favorite BMX rider? Yeah.
Yeah. Who are the guys you were looking up to? Besides
In BMX?
Yeah.
A lot of the old like animal
for
riders, like
Yeah.
Edwin De La Rosa, Vic Ayala. Fuck, I can't remember his name. I can't remember a lot of them, but I don't pay attention to a lot of shit anymore. Yeah, a lot of the BMX, like the old school dudes.
Did anybody in fixed gear catch your eye, or like were you paying attention to any of the other people in the scene?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I loved Devon. Devon was sick on a bike. Like he was probably one of my favorite riders. And Mike Chacon.
Oh yeah.
Two different styles, but I fucking like. I loved everything that they were doing. This shit was badass.
Yeah, it's so sick because that's such a good answer, dude. Oh, Devon was so good. His barspins were just incredible.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day when you guys went to the active HQ in that with Zane? What do you remember? Like your reaction to him barring off that set and just completely tacoing his wheel?
Yeah, that shit was fun. And John Drinkard's reaction was just fucking hilarious.
That day in itself was like a sick edit that you guys had access to that whole facility. That I still watch that edit to this day. It's just you guys went.
I gotta see that because I don't remember.
Yeah,
but that was definitely a fun day. Like it was their first time letting bikes into the warehouse, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or was it the first time with fixed gear? I don't know. Yeah, that was a fun day.
Yeah,
It was all like a Zane probably, and all like the us versus them probably got all the connections for that. That's sick.
Could be. Yeah.
yeah. Us versus them was like a legit team. Like they actually took you guys to do things, and
Yeah.
that was a good time. Shout out to Zane.
Yeah. Seriously.
What's your favorite video that you've put out that you're most proud of?
I'd have to watch them because I guess I don't really know the names of a lot of them, but I remember I put out one for Sadio where I was doing just a bunch of grinds on this ledge in Phoenix. I really liked that one, and I liked the new rims edit that I put out. It was actually a skate park edit, but I like how that one turned out too.
Yeah, you had 2 new rims edits. One was when you were on your bruiser, and then you got the red H plus Suns, and then you had the 26-inch skate park new rims edit. And I mean, both of them were good. Are there any tricks that stand out to you that you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that? Because I have one in mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. I got plenty of memory for both of us.
Like in preparing for this interview or whatever, because I like.
It's all good.
I don't remember a lot of this
I
shit.
think me and you might have the same one, but you go first.
Maybe. Sadio edit, double foot jam whip.
Yep, that was it. Yep.
Oh yeah,
That
one pissed me off, dude.
Yeah, you're a bike thrower, dude.
Oh,
I
dude.
remember it was 118 degrees that day.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And I remember that specifically because I've brought up this edit before. Because me and my buddy Tyler, who I used to ride BMX with, we were riding in Washington at this church rail. It was like a 5 or 6 stair. And I remember filming him toothpick it, and it was 18 degrees out. And I just remember thinking that we were riding bikes. Like, I've ridden bikes in 100-degree difference. And I don't know why that just seems like...
100-degree difference is fucking crazy.
Yeah, like, it was in the middle of winter riding this church rail, and it was 18 degrees. And I remember...
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was at the Wedge skate park where that little double foot jam whip was done. And I remember it being 118 degrees that day. I was fucking stressing, dude. I threw my bike so much.
Yeah.
I think I threw my bike because of you.
Bad influence.
It's
I
good, though.
I know I did that whip, that trick a few times too. I just really wanted to catch pedals where I wanted them to be. Like, I kept catching pedals like at different things, and then that ended up being like the best one. So, yeah.
Do you still have do you still have all of your raw footage anywhere, or is that all long gone?
That's where I was mentioning earlier when I was trying that downside whip on the 700C, the bruiser. Somewhere I do, but I can't remember if it's on a hard drive or what. But I know I have an old hard drive from all my like GL2 footage. Like,
Oh, cool.
as well. So somewhere I do have the hard drive, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I
good
don't
to
know.
know. The Steven archives will be released someday.
Dude, there, my old place at my buddy Jimmy's house.
Were there any, because from an outside perspective, it looked like you could pretty much do anything you wanted to on a bike. Were there any tricks that like you just never could learn that never came to you? Or that you struggled with?
Yeah, I feel like I struggled with a lot of my tricks. They always took me a million tries. I don't know. There's a bunch. I guess it's more of like a riding style that I would struggle with. Like, if you told me to ride my bike like Matt Reyes, I could not. You know, like he's got fucking style. You know, and like I don't know. That's I don't know. I can't name a trick. It's more of like a style. Like, I feel like everything I did was more like fucking robotic, and he was just all flowy and like just stylish. Like, his shit was fucking sick. I don't know.
Yeah, Slum carried like a momentum to his riding that like honestly not a lot of other people ever did. He was so good with like rotations and just spins and taps and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he rode fast too.
That's another reason why I liked Mike Chacon too, is because like everything he did, I could not do. You know, like all that spinning and shit. Like, there's no way I could do that shit.
Really?
It just seemed so untouchable. Yeah, when he would spin around on his back wheel, and he would just keep spinning. Like, I wish I could do that so bad.
You learned that eventually.
Huh?
You learned that eventually. You could do that on your track bike.
I could do a keo spin, maybe like 1.5 turns, or I did that other one where you like turn the bar and grab the seat, and I could do that like 2 or 3 times. But no, like how Mike Chacon would just like stand up and just spin around. Like, I always thought that shit was so fucking cool.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I got it. The trick. It was your. Is that the ledge, the ledge with the rail on top, where you hopped on with your stem loose and did a bar spin on top? I gotta know about that one. Yeah, that one. Where did the inspiration for that one come from? Who put that in your head? Who?
So the inspiration for that one was definitely a BMX rider. I cannot think of his name, but he's always doing fucking weird shit where like his bars are loose, or like he doesn't have a fucking front wheel on his bike. You know, like I can't think of his name.
Oh, is it Tater Skelly? Is that
Tate Roskelly?
Yeah, Tate Roskelly. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So it was probably one of his videos or something, but I just remember having that idea, and I had a stem that would like allow it, you know, like a lot of my other stems you would like put on, and you would really have to like fucking muscle that thing to get it to spin off the forks. But no, that one would just like spin. So I was like, yeah, let's try this. I remember riding up to it too. I couldn't control my bike.
You'd have to line it up and then just
I have to like line my front wheel up and like just push, and my bars are just not doing anything. But
and that wasn't like a small hop either. You had to like
that was
really
big as shit.
That was so sick.
Okay, I have a question for the people.
Queben.
Was the frame you were riding when you smith the rail bent, or were you just that good at smith grinds?
No, I bent the shit out of my frame.
Yeah, we talked about this when you were gone. We talked about
We briefly mentioned it.
For me, I needed to know.
I'm pretty sure I still have that frame, but yeah, I think I was just smashing it over like another rail somewhere, and I remember bending it until my back wheel would like line up and stay on the frame or on the rail, and then I just kept bending it back and forth until it was like would line up, and yeah, that's how I got that smith grind done.
Yeah, you also barred out.
I barred out of that?
You did.
Sick.
Yeah.
I needed to know if it was like a hardware, bonus, or why I just really suck at smith grinds.
No, I bent the shit out of my bike. It wasn't just a little tweak too. Like that was like that bike could only smith grind then. You know, it was like riding it would be awful.
I need to ask Green for a smith grind frame for me.
Yeah, true. Custom smith grind frame, signature frame.
I'll send you the bent one in my backyard.
I've had a lot of people ask me, J-Ball, can you make a how to fakie wheelie tutorial? And I always say no, because I don't want everybody to learn how to do it, because I'm gatekeeping it. But what I want you to do, Steven, is give some fakie wheelie tips for all the people who have ever asked me, how do you fakie wheelie? Because you're one of the OG fakie wheeliers.
I would say you definitely have to have a low seat. I've done it a few times on like a trick track bike, but it's like way harder. You kind of have to like get the bike to, like tilt underneath you almost. I know it's easier to fakie wheelie if you like nose press up against something and then, like pivot backwards into the fakie wheelie because your front wheel isn't spinning. But if you're going backwards and your front wheel is spinning, it kind of throws you off. It like wants to, make you like rotate weird. But I mean, I guess if you're, doing a fakie fakie wheelie in circles, it kind of helps with your front wheel spinning backwards. So, I don't know. Just I guess I would say just kind of take it slow. It's also easier doing it slow for fakie wheelie.
Thank you for the tips. I'm sure everybody will now.
I'm gonna go try them and flip over immediately and then give up, just like everybody else.
Hey, J-Ball, do you think that doing a fakie wheelie on fixed gear freestyle is easier than going forward?
Whoa.
Easier than doing a wheelie going forward?
Yes.
No, not at all.
No?
Do you?
Do you think
Sometimes I felt like it was easier.
Oh shit.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Skill issues.
You know what I'll say is sometimes it feels like less effort.
Yeah, it feels like way less effort because you're kind of just sitting there coasting with it,
Yeah.
and you have to worry about like keeping the front wheel up. But when you're wheeling forward, you got to like turn, and it's almost like you're fighting with the bike to like
Yeah, it's true.
keep it wheeling.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll be doing fakie wheelie and I'll start fucking cooking backwards. And it's like when you go really fast, it's scary, but it stays up so easy. I don't know what it is.
We're in the wrong elo.
Yeah,
We're not at the same. Yeah, they're in plat or gold, bro. We're down here in iron, man. What are we doing?
Yeah. Can you allow us fixed gear scholars, to have this discussion?
Okay, yeah, we got it.
We're wrapping up on time here for the main episode, but I did want to get to a few Discord questions before we wrap up here. So we asked our Discord, hey, Steven Jensen's coming in here, the legend. Who has some questions for him? And there's a few here that I've selected. For the first one is burger or pizza?
Not me. Just burger or pizza.
Yeah.
Burger.
Don't feel offended.
Burger.
Good answer. I'm hungry. I have burgers waiting for me downstairs after this.
Nice.
Question number 2. Your opinion, top 3 swaggiest FGFS riders.
Like, just most stylish?
Yeah.
I would say Matt Reyes, number 1, definitely.
Yeah. Good pick.
Do.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Do rode at fucking Mach 5.
Mm-hmm.
And
He was always like kind of whipping out the back end too, like on his bike, just in everything he did. Like he would just do a bar spin and his bike would just do this fucking cool little whip, or like
true.
just I don't.
He had so much style.
He was getting, yeah, it was cool.
Underrated rider in history, in my opinion.
And probably Devon.
Yeah, that's such.
I love Devon's style. I don't know if it's just because he was strong as fuck, but he could just muscle that bike around, and it would just do like he fucking. Yeah, he would tell his bike to do it, and his bike would do it.
Yeah.
That's out to man.
His bar spins were so powerful.
Yeah. I'm thinking like when he would fucking hard 180 off of something.
Yeah.
Like, you know how your
Yeah.
your tire always like hits the ledge? That was never a problem with him. He would just like, nope, I'm pulling this bike around and it's fucking it's spinning.
His
Like,
back
And
wheel.
I would say it's like a thing too. And there's a video where he did it in the middle of the ledge, and he just muscled that thing through. It's like
if he wants the bike to fucking spin, it's spinning.
Dude, his back wheel would go over the ledge.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Devon is so good, man.
Like you're doing a Smith hard 180. It's like your back wheel goes over. He would do that during a feeble or a fucking double peg.
Insane.
I'm just trying to get strong like him.
Top 3. There's another question from Discord. What are your top 3 most satisfying tricks to do?
Bar spin. Actually, 180 bar spin. 180 bar spins feel better than bar spins.
Agreed.
Hang nothing. That I don't know why, but like hang nothings are fucking simple. Like once you're up there, you're just sitting there and you're just like chilling.
Simple. Calling that simple is nuts.
Different
Dude,
elo.
if you can get into it, you're just hanging your feet there like it's nothing. You're just sitting there bouncing. I don't know. Satisfying tricks, you said?
Yeah.
180 bar, hang nothing. Probably the 180 Smith, pivot Smith. Because when you land in that first Smith, it just swings your bike around and you can go in that other Smith, and it's just like, it just feels good doing it. It's like made to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nodding like I've ever even tried it.
Yeah.
With the right setup,
in a
it feels
180
good.
grind.
It's like if you do a 180 on flat ground, your bike already has the momentum to like turn you around. It's the same thing on a Smith. You just like 180 into the Smith. Your bike wants to fucking spin around and like slap into that other Smith. They just feel good.
Dude, you know what I started doing because of you? I really love the feeling of like doing a 180 bar, and then on the half cab bar, you throw it switch, so it's topside.
Okay, like the bar spins the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so cool and feels so cool.
Yeah.
It only took me 10 years after you started doing it to learn it.
Yeah. That's how I first learned bar spins on BMX. Is I threw it the wrong way, and I had to learn bars the right way to be able to do like 180 bars and shit.
Yeah, you didn't have a problem switching bar spin directions at all, huh?
No, the weirdest thing is that when I would bar spin, the hand that I throw with, like right hand, it goes over the hand that you catch with, like this, but it still does that on opposite bar spins. My hand goes this way,
That's
as I'm throwing it right. So it's like I catch weird by like, you have to like cross and pull your hand over weird. I don't know.
As a wrong way bar spin thrower, I also agree. I do the same thing. I hold my like catch hand, even though I just threw with it. I like hold it down there in the way of the other handlebar, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yep. That was the part that like I had to kind of change up when, but I mean it feels better to spin it the like right way when you're doing 180 bars and whatnot.
Yeah, a topside 180 bar feels like shit, but a topside half cab bar feels really good.
Yeah, when you're trying to do a 180 bar and you spin it like the wrong way, like your bike kind of like wobbles all weird, but that doesn't happen on half cab bars. It just fucking flutters around all quick. I love it.
At one point, I was better at doing fakie switch bars than forward switch bars too. Because I don't know, forward switch bars were like at one point like they're easy now for me.
I think I still, if I was doing like a fakie manual to bar or fakie wheelie to bar, I still think I would throw it the wrong way.
Yeah, you throw left out of it. I remember.
Yeah, maybe it's been a while, but that seems right.
Do you think you could still hop on a 26-inch fixed freestyle and still have most of your tricks?
No. I've tried a few times. Like, I know that if I can do like 180s, at least the last time I tried, and I can do like 5 cabs and shit. Like,
oh, nice.
Or no, not 5 cab, 5 taps, like 5 tap to fakie.
Yeah.
Where you kind of like 180 and like coast backwards for a back pedal or so, and I could do shit like that, but I don't know if I could bar spin.
The last question from the Discord says, do you miss riding?
I definitely do. Of course I do. But I miss like hanging out with people and riding bikes like way more than like it would be different if I were to just go ride by myself. Like,
yeah, not much motivation there.
Yeah, but like, if all the fixed gear dudes were there and I was there and on my bike, I'd probably have a fucking blast, like probably get all fucking hurt and motivated to ride or film or whatever. It would probably be a lot of fun.
So what you're saying is if we do a fixed gear trip to Tempe, you'll come out and ride with us.
Maybe. Shit,
You can't say that and then just backpedal instantly.
The vibes are coming to you. The vibes are coming to you.
I would love to meet up and hang out with everyone for sure. The riding part would be like a maybe, but I don't know. I don't know.
We need you there to coach Pizza and I on how to backwards wheelie and how to 180 bar, okay? And
Yeah.
then
That's it.
that'll be trip worth it right there.
Yeah.
If you guys do come out, I'll commit to it. I'll say that.
Man. Oh,
Nice. We can hire you as the Fixie coach for the week.
my man.
Deal.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll hand you the megaphone and a hammer, and you can just threaten us the entire time.
Last. Is that closing
Yep,
time? Is
yep.
it that time for that question?
It is.
Okay, Steven, you don't watch these shows, but it's okay. So at the very end, we ask our guests one very, very, very simple question. Okay, and this question is: you're going out to eat, and you're craving a sandwich. What is that sandwich you're going to get?
What's your favorite sandwich?
What's your favorite sandwich? Deli sandwich, any type of like ribeye steak sandwich, any like barbecue chicken sandwich.
Probably like a Philly melt.
No, yeah. That's a fantastic
right.
answer.
All
Are you a
right.
cheese whiz or a provolone guy?
Huh?
Are you a cheese whiz or a provolone guy on your Philly cheesesteak? You know.
Provolone or pepper jack?
Yep.
Whoa.
Pepper
There we
jack is
go.
a go-to cheese. All right.
Yeah.
That concludes Off Track, episode 37 with Steven Jensen. Steven, the floor is yours for any shout-outs or any last things you would like to tell the people or say.
I just got engaged to my beautiful fiance, Chantel.
Woo! Shout out Chantel.
Shout out Chantel.
Yeah. And follow me on my knife shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, go buy a knife. They're great.
Yeah, we're
Everybody should go buy one. They're fucking great. I use it every day.
We're gonna talk more about the knife stuff in the bonus episode. Patreon.com/suckmycog.
Get in there.
Steven.
Get in there.
It's an honor to talk to you. You're my friend, but it is still an honor every time I get to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you, man. I miss you.
I miss you too. Follow Steven at is it Stray Cat Knives?
Yeah, Stray Cat Knives.
Haven't you had like issues with like fake accounts or something?
Yeah, mine is the page with 17K. There's a bunch of fake ones, but yeah.
That's insane that there's so many fake ones. Who's out to get you?
Fucking everybody. I don't know, scammers.
All right.
It's so hard to do business these days.
We'll talk more about it in a little bit. Check us out. Bonus episode, Patreon. See you there. Steven, we love you. Thank you.
Good night. Goodbye.